4, November Golf, Alpha Charlie 0, Mike Lima. Roger, you are 5 and 7. 57, Dan. Go ahead and take the net, sir. Over.
Nothing heard. Are there any relays? Over. Are there any stations in Florida? Any stations in Florida that would like to check in with the Hurricane Watch Net? This is Kilo Bravo 3, Oscar, November Zulu. Over.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Yankee Lima.
Okay, I heard you. With the copper one, and it was real weak at Kilo 4 something something and gave the location. Please repeat your call, location, and name. Over. Okay, I got Kilo 4, Echo Delta Oscar. Your name and location again, please. Over.
The name here is Dave, and my location is Melrose, Florida.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any adverse weather at this point, or are you in the clear? Over. Very good. Your signal's about a 5.5 here, about a 5.5. What's my report? Over. I'm sorry, can you repeat it? Over. Okay, I lost Dave. I'm going to move to the next one. It was Whiskey Alpha 4, Yankee Lima, I believe. Your name and location. Over.
My name is Dorian, and I am located in Pasco, Florida. And right now I've got my little campaign, and it's getting kind of dark over here.
Okay, Dawn. City to the coast. Over.
Pasco County is on the west coast of Florida, and I'm in the town of Hartston. I've been monitoring this storm for days, and today is my first day that I'm able to hear the net.
Okay, well, very good. Thank you for being there. And as always, if either of you hear any stations that we don't pick off, please jump in as a relay, and we'll bug you, and you can help us out. So thank you for being there. This is KB3ONZ with the Hurricane Watch Net. Over.
Roger that. Previous transmission line we said QRPO, 1 foot not 10 watts. Kilo 4, Echo Delta Oscar. We better read them now.
Oh yeah, Dave, you're up to about a 5.8. Over.
Okay, we got the transmission. If we hear anything, we'll relay it on. Thank you.
Thank you both. Any other stations in Florida that would like to check in with the Hurricane Watch Net? Over.
Kilo Echo 4 to the Delta.
KK4YTC, give us 10.
All right, I heard 2 there. The first one, it sounded like Sierra Echo 4 blank blank blank. Please repeat your call, your name and Was there a 4th station there? Sierra Echo maybe? Something like that?
Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Delta.
Alright, I'm not getting the first letter, but I got Echo 4 Zulu Delta, correct?
Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Delta.
Kilo Echo 4 Zulu Delta. Name and location, please. Over.
Name is Gerald. Golf Echo Romeo Alpha Lima Delta. Location is Tampa, Florida. Over.
Okay, Gerald, thank you very much for checking in. You're got a good signal here. You're probably about 5.7 or so. Over.
You're likewise down here. Over.
Very good, thank you. Next station. I heard somebody in the noise. Let's see if I can bring you out. So try it again. Over. I'm not able to copy. Not able to copy. Is there a relay on that station? Over.
Tell them to go again. Tell him to go again.
Last station, try to repeat yourself again. I think there's somebody out there trying to relay for you. Over.
This is Kilo Juliet forward. Yankee Popeye Zulu. It's a Kilo Juliet 4. Kilo Juliet 4 is your direction call. The Kilo Juliet 4, say your call again, please. Kilo Juliet 4. Yankee Popeye Zulu. Again, please, the Kilo Juliet 4. KJ4YTC. Just give me the last 3 letters, please. The last 3 letters. Yankee Papa Juliet. Yankee Papa Juliet, is that correct? Yankee Papa Juliet, is that correct? Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Papa Juliet. Go ahead with your travel and that's your call. I guess he's not copying me. Kilo Victor 4 Mark Zulu version travels out.
Okay, thank you for the relay. I think I copied Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Papa Juliet with a question mark on that last phonetic. Anyway, Kilo Juliet 4, real weak signal here. Give us a try later. Any other stations in Florida? Over.
Whiskey 4 Yankee Bravo.
Whiskey 4 Yankee something.
Whiskey 4 Yankee Bravo. Name is Jerry. I'm located in St. Augustine, Florida. Over.
The Whiskey Yankee Papa. The Yankee Papa. Go ahead.
Whiskey 4 Yankee Bravo. Name is Jerry. I'm located in St. Augustine, Florida.
I'm sorry, that control there is so very weak here. Okay. Let me take it back so that relay can lay back for a minute here. I heard Whiskey 4 Yankee Bravo, Whiskey 4 Yankee Bravo. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, Roger. My name is Jerry. I'm located in St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay, I copy. Terry, wasn't able to get the location. Real weak signal, so let's try it again later when the band gets better. Okay, thanks, folks. I'm going to just, let's step back a little bit here and listen for any stations in the Bahamas. Listen for any stations in the Bahamas. Over. Nothing heard. Are there any relays? Any relays? Over. This is the Hurricane Watch Net. This is KB30NZ. My name's Tom. We're listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Over. Are there any Hurricane Watch Net members that would like to check in with Net Control at this time? Over.
This is November 4, Hotel Charlie Alpha.
I copied November 4, Hotel Charlie Alpha. Go ahead with your name and location. Over.
Okay, this is the Hillsborough County EOC. November 1 Charlie Delta Oscar is the operator. The name here is Bill.
Okay, Bill, I think, or is it Phil or Bill? Over.
Bill, Bravo India, Lima.
Okay, I think I spoke with you earlier. Your signal's definitely come up a good bit. Where's Hillsborough County? Over.
The east side of Tampa Bay.
Glad you're listening. Any Net Control stations with the Hurricane Watch Net that want to check in? Over. This is the Hurricane Watch Net. Going to reread the advisory number 41 issued by National Hurricane Center regarding Hurricane Dorian. It was issued at 11 o'clock, and we try to read them at the top and the bottom of the hour for any shortwave stations or AM stations that aren't able to transmit a signal. So if you want the information We'll be reading advisory number 41 in a moment. This is KB3ONZ. This is Hurricane Dorian, advisory number 41, issued by the National Weather Service National Hurricane Center at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Tuesday, September 3rd, 2019. Dorian is finally moving northwestward and growing in size. Dangerous winds and life-threatening storm surge continue on Grand Bahama Island. At 11 o'clock, the storm was located at 27.1 north, 78.6 west, placing it about 45 miles or 70 kilometers north of Freeport, Grand Bahama Island, or about 105 miles or 170 kilometers east of Fort Pierce, Florida. Maximum sustained winds were 110 miles an hour or 175 kilometers an hour. Present movement was to the northwest at 320 degrees at about 2 miles an hour, 4 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure was 955 millibars or 28.2 inches. This is the Hurricane Watch Net. We're going to listen for a moment and then we'll continue with the reading. KB3ONZ standing by.
Good report, great operator.
Last station, please repeat your message. Over. Thanks for the compliments. Okay, we're listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Over. The following watches and warning changes were made with this advisory number 41 at 11 o'clock. The storm surge warning has been extended northward to South Santee River, South Carolina. The storm surge watch has been extended northward to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. A hurricane warning has been issued for the coast of South Carolina from north to Edisto Beach to the South Santee River. A hurricane watch has been issued from north of South Santee River to Duck, North Carolina, including the Pimlico and Albemarle Sounds. Tropical storm warnings have been extended north to Edisto Beach, South Carolina. Storm surge warning has been discontinued south of Jupiter Inlet, Florida. Storm surge watch has been discontinued south of Lantana, Florida. And the hurricane watch from Deerfield Beach to Jupiter Inlet has been discontinued. Finally, the tropical storm watch from Golden Beach to Deerfield Beach has been discontinued. This is the Hurricane Watch that will be standing by and listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Any stations in the Bahamas, please come down. Over. Are there any relays? Over. Folks, here's a continuation of advisory number 41 issued by the National Hurricane Center at 11 o'clock this morning. Following on a summary of watches and warnings in effect. These are currently in effect. The storm surge warning is in effect for Jupiter Inlet, Florida, South Santee River, South Carolina. A storm surge watch is in effect for north of South Santee River, South Carolina to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. A hurricane warning is in effect for Grand Bahama and the Abacos Islands in the northwestern Bahamas, Jupiter Inlet, Florida to Point Verde Beach, Florida. North of Edisto Beach, South Carolina to South Santee River, South Carolina. A hurricane watch is in effect for north Point Verde Beach, Florida to Edisto Beach, South Carolina. North of South Santee River, South Carolina to Duck, North Carolina, and the Albemarle and Pimlico Sounds. Tropical storm warnings are in effect for north of Deerfield Beach, Florida to Jupiter Inlet, Florida. North of Point Verde Beach, Florida to Edisto Beach, South Carolina. And a tropical storm watch is in effect for Lake Okeechobee. This is Hurricane Watch Net. pilot standing by and listening. Over. Any relays? Over. Following is the discussion and outlook issued by the National Hurricane Center at 11 o'clock this morning in advisory number 41. At 11 o'clock, the eye of Hurricane Dorian was located near latitude 27.1 north, longitude 78.6 west. Dorian is moving toward the northwest near 2 miles an hour, and a slightly faster motion towards the northwest or north-northwest is expected later today and tonight. A turn toward the north is forecast by Wednesday evening, followed by a turn toward the north-northeast Thursday morning. On this track, the core of extremely dangerous Hurricane Dorian will gradually move north of Grand Bahama Island through this evening. The hurricane will then move dangerously close to the Florida East Coast late today through Wednesday. Very near the Georgia and South Carolina coast Wednesday night and Thursday, and near or over the North Carolina coast late Thursday and Thursday night. Data from reconnaissance aircraft indicate the maximum sustained winds are near 110 miles an hour or 170 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Dorian is expected to remain a powerful and dangerous hurricane during the next couple of days. Data from aircraft and buoys indicate that the hurricane is growing in size. Hurricane force winds now extend outward up to 60 miles, 60 miles from the center, and a tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 175 miles. The latest minimum pressure measured by Air Force Reserve and NOAA reconnaissance aircraft is 955 millibars. More to follow. This is KB3ONZ with the Hurricane Watch Network. Listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Over. Are there any relays? Over. The National Hurricane Center noted the following hazards affecting land. Wind from tropical storm and hurricane conditions will continue on Grand Bahama Island through tonight. Hurricane conditions are expected within the hurricane warning area in Florida this evening. Hurricane conditions are possible in the hurricane watch area as early as Wednesday and could spread northward within the watch through Thursday. In South Florida, tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area through today. Along the coast of northeastern Florida and Georgia, tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area on Wednesday. Storm surge includes a life-threatening storm surge will raise water levels as much as 10 to 15 feet above normal tide levels in areas of onshore winds on Grand Bahama Island. Near the coast, the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Water levels should very slowly subside on the Abaco Islands today. The combination of dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground somewhere in the indicated areas if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. More to follow. Bahamas can have an additional 2 to 4 inches with isolated storm totals over 30 inches. The coastal Carolinas will have 5 to 10 inches with isolated areas of 15 inches. The Atlantic coast from Florida Peninsula north of West Palm Beach through Georgia should expect between 3 to 6 inches with isolated areas of 9 inches. Southeast Virginia can expect 2 to 4 inches with isolated areas of 6 inches. This rainfall may cause life-threatening flash floods. In addition, large swells are affecting the northwestern Bahamas, the Florida East Coast, and the coast of Georgia. These swells are expected to spread northward along much of the remainder of the southeastern United States coast during the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products from your local weather offices. And finally, tornadoes are possible near the immediate east coast of Florida through tonight. This risk will shift to along the immediate coastal area of Georgia and the Carolinas on Wednesday into Thursday. This is KB3ONZ with the Hurricane Line staff listening for any stations in the Bahamas. Over. Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima, KB3ONZ. Any copy? Over. Yankee Uniform Whiskey, Kilo 8 Yankee Uniform Whiskey, KB3ONZ. Any copy? Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, KB3ONZ. Any copy? Over. Kilo Papa 4 Golf Bravo Foxtrot. This is KB3ONZ. Any copy? located in northern Delaware. We are standing by and listening for any stations and areas currently being affected by Hurricane Dorian. Please give us a call. Over. We're standing by and listening. Hurricane Watchman, this is Director Frequency. We are standing by and listening for any stations and areas being affected by Hurricane Dorian. Any stations that's Adam, TV30NP.
W6 GJW. Whiskey 6, Golf Juliet Whiskey.
Copy to Whiskey 6 station. Please try it again. Over. Are there any relays on that last station? Over.
Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango relay for Met Control for the Hurricane WatchNet. We're trying to locate stations in the affected area for Hurricane Dorian, especially the Bahamas, any station in the Bahamas, and we need weather reports for Florida and the eastern seaboard of the U.S. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Please call with your call sign and location. Over. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Relay for net control for the Hurricane Watch Net. We are trying to locate stations in the affected hurricane area, especially the Bahamas and South Florida and the coast of the U.S. Please call Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. If someone is trying to call me, I will be listening. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Standing by.
Kilo, Mike. Zulu, Delta, Mike.
Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Delta, really light a copy. Please copy Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Again, over.
Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike.
Relay. Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. This is Papa 3 Lima from the Hurricane Watch. Go ahead, sir.
Delta, Mike.
Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. Zulu, Delta, Mike station. The Zulu, Delta, Mike station. Please go ahead with your message. Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Kilo, Mike 4, Zulu, Delta, Mike. This is Papa 43 Lima with the Hurricane Watch, Mike. Sir, you're really light. Please, stay on the frequency. Try again within 5 minutes. Please, sir, stay on the frequency and try again within 5 minutes. This is Papa 43 Lima. Whiskey 8 and November Echo Tango. The net is better to you.
Roger. I can hear you, Alessandro. Not good copy, but I can hear you. And now. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, back to net, over and out.
Relay Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Delta Mike. Please repeat your message. Repeat your message, sir.
Sure, not a problem. Name is Todd. I'm located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're experiencing about 20 rain bands keep coming through in about every half hour or so. No hurricane force winds at this time.
Okay, Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Delta Mike. The name is Todd. Copy, the name is Todd. You are located in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Wind is 20 to 25 miles per hour. Wind is 20 to 25 miles per hour. Confirm the wind is measured or is estimated. Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sugar. Pick him up. I will be standing by. Pick him up. Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Delta Mike. Kilo Mike 4, Delta Zulu Mike. This is Kilo Bravo 3. Mike Bravo here with the Hurricane Watch Net. Over.
This is Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Delta Mike. Sorry for the response, but you guys are really weak on my end. Propagation isn't working too well down here.
Roger, we copy to Fort Lauderdale, wind 20 to 25 miles per hour. Rain bands every half an hour. Is that a Roger, over? Roger, any additional observations, or are these measured or estimated, over?
These are estimated Florida local here, native. So it's about 20, 25 mile an hour wind, nothing major. They say they could be gusts up to 50. Yet to see it here since Sunday. So the winds around. On that end as well.
Roger, copy this is commercial power. Don't mind giving us a shout back if things get worse or anything else that you can advise, over.
Can you repeat that? I had some slight QSB.
Roger, we copy your message, and if things change or get worse, give us a call back, over.
Will do, for sure. I just wanted to report out since I'm relatively local to the storm.
Roger, we have you on the list, and like I say, if things get worse or you have anything else to observe, and let us know, just give us a shout, over. Very good. Clear with Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Delta Mike.
73, everybody stay safe.
Roger. We're way up here. We're safe. You're the ones we have to worry about, over.
Yeah, so far no big deal. Thank God. Been praying since last week.
Roger that. Well, hopefully they're coming through. Clear with Mike 4, Zulu Delta Mike. All stations of frequency. This is Kilo Bravo 3. Mike Bravo here for Hurricane Watch Net. This is a directed net. This net operates to provide advisories to the affected area of Hurricane Dorian and to collect data to be forwarded to the National Hurricane Center. As a secondary function, this net provides backup communications for official agencies such as Emergency Operations Center, non-governmental agencies, the Red Cross, storm shelters, and other matters involved in the production of life and property before, during, and after a hurricane event. When asked to provide health and welfare traffic on behalf of interested parties, we must respectfully refer to other known frequencies where such traffic might be conducted. Out. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Bravo here for Hurricane Watch Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Over. Are there any stations operating under emergency or portable conditions such as EOCs or shelters for traffic for the net? Over. Are there any low-power, portable, or mobile stations in the affected area? Over. Are there any net members on frequency wishing to check in at this time? Your call sign only. Over.
Good morning. Good news is checking in all frequencies.
This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sierra. Roger. Listening. Any additional net members wishing to check in? Your call sign only. Over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sierra for Hurricane Watch Net. We are now calling for reporting stations within the affected area of Hurricane Dorian with weather data for the National Hurricane Center. Over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sierra, Hurricane Watch Network. For all stations, this net, Hurricane Advisory number 41, National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center, time stamp 11 a.m. Eastern Time today. Date. Dorian smiling, moving northwestward and growing in size. Dangerous winds and life-threatening storm surge continue in the Grand Bahama Islands. In summary, as of 11 a.m. Eastern Time, location 27.1 north, 78.6 west, or about 45 miles north of Freeport, Grand Bahama, or about 105 miles east of Fort Pierce, Florida. Maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour. Present movement is northwest or 30 degrees at 2 miles per hour. Maximum sustained wind pressure 9.55 millibars or 28.20 inches. More to follow. Wait. Watches and warnings change to this advisory. Storm surge warning has been extended northward from South Santee River to South Carolina. The storm surge watch has been extended northward to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. A hurricane watch warning South Carolina from north of Modesto Beach to the South Santee River. A hurricane watch has been issued for north of South Santee River to Duck, North Carolina, including Palenco and Albert Mama. Tropical warning has been extended from north to Modesto Beach, South Carolina. Storm surge warning has been discontinued south of Jupiter Inlet, Florida. The storm surge watch has been discontinued. South of Santana, Florida, has been discontinued. The hurricane watch for Deerfield Beach to Jupiter Inlet has been discontinued. The tropical storm watch from Golden Beach to Deerfield Beach has been discontinued. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, summary of watches and warnings in effect. A storm surge warning is in effect for Florida to South Santee River, South Carolina. A storm surge watch is in effect for north of South Santee River, South Carolina, to Cape Lookout, Carolina. A hurricane warning is in effect for Grand Bahamas and the Abacus Islands in the northwest Bahamas. Jupiter Inlet, Florida, to Pontevedra Beach, Florida. North of Odessa Beach, South Carolina, to South Santee River, South Carolina. A hurricane watch is in effect for north of Pontevedra Beach, Florida, to Odessa Beach, South Carolina. North of South Santee River, South Carolina, to Duck, North Carolina. Albert Marble and Orlando. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, a tropical storm warning is in effect for north of Deerfield Beach to Jupiter Inlet, Florida. North of Pontevedra Beach, Florida, to Odessa Beach, South Carolina. A tropical storm watch for the coast. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, a storm surge warning is a danger of life-threatening condition, rising water during 36 hours in an indicated location. For a depiction of the area at risk, please see National Weather Service Storm Surge Watch / Warning Graphic, available at hurricanes.gov. This is a life-threatening situation. Persons located within these areas should take all necessary action to protect life and property from rising water and the potential of other dangerous conditions. Promptly follow evacuation and other instructions from local officials. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, a storm surge watch means there is a possibility of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline, and this indicated locations during the next 48 hours. A hurricane warning means that the hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A hurricane watch means that the hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before an anticipated first occurrence of a tropical storm force wind. Conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. More to follow. Wait. A tropical storm warning means tropical storm conditions are expected within the warning area within 36 hours. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally and towards the end. Interest elsewhere along the southeast and mid-Atlantic coast of the United States should continue to monitor the progress of Dorian, as additional watches and warnings may be required today. For storm information specific to your area, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service office. For storm information specific to your area outside of the United States, please monitor products issued by the National Meteorological Society. More to follow. Wait. Continuing discussion and outlook as of 11 a.m. The eye of Hurricane Dorian was located near 27.1 north, longitude 78.6 west. Dorian is moving toward the northwest near 2 miles per hour. and a slightly faster motion towards the northwest or north-northwest is expected later today and tonight. A turn towards the north is forecast by Wednesday evening, followed by a turn towards the northeast Thursday morning. On this track, the core of the extremely dangerous Hurricane Dorian will gradually move north of the Grand Bahama Island through this evening. The hurricane will then move dangerously close to the Florida East Coast late today through Wednesday evening. Very near the Georgia and South Carolina coast Wednesday night and Thursday, and near or over the North Carolina coast late Thursday or Thursday night. More to follow. Wait. Continuing. Data from the reconnaissance aircraft indicates that the maximum sustained winds are near 110 miles per hour with higher gusts. Dorian is expected to remain a powerful hurricane during the next couple of days. Data from the aircraft and buoys indicate that the hurricane is growing in size. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 60 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 175 miles. The latest minimum central pressure based on data from the aircraft reserve and reconnaissance aircraft is 955 millibars, or 28.20 inches. Wait. Hazards affecting land. Tropical storm and hurricane conditions will continue in the Grand Bahama Islands through tonight. Hurricane conditions are expected within the hurricane warning area in Florida by this evening. Hurricane conditions are possible in the hurricane watch area as early as Wednesday and could spread northward within the watch through Thursday. In South Florida, tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area through today. Along the coast of northern Florida and Georgia, are expected within the tropical storm warning area on Wednesday. Storm surge. A life-threatening storm surge will rise water levels much as high as 10 to 15 feet above the normal tide level in the areas once shore with the Grand Bahamas. The surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Water levels should slowly subside in the Abaco Islands today. More to follow. The combination of dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising water moving from the shoreline. Following tide above ground somewhere in the indicated area of the peak surge occurred at the time of the high tide. Flagler / Lucas County line, Florida, to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. Jupiter Inlet, Florida, to Flagler / Lucas County line, Florida, 3 to 5 feet. Water levels can begin to rise well in advance of the arrival of the strong wind. The surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Surge-related flooding depends on how close the center of current comes to the coast and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your National Weather Service Forecast Office. More to follow. Wait. Rainfall. Dorian is expected to produce the following rainfall totals through Friday. Northwest of the Bahamas, additional 2 to 4 inches, isolated storm totals of over 30 inches. Coastal Carolinas, 5 to 10 inches, with isolated 15 inches. Atlantic coast from Florida Peninsula north to West Palm Beach through Georgia, 3 to 6 inches, isolated 9 inches. Southern southeast conditions, 2 to 4 inches, with isolated 6 inches. This rainfall may cause life-threatening flash floods. More to follow. Wait. Surf conditions, large swells are affecting the northwestern Bahamas, the Florida East Coast, and the coast of Georgia. These swells are expected to spread northward along much of the remainder of the southeastern U.S. coast during the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products from your local weather office. Tornadoes. A tornado or two are possible near the immediate east coast of Florida through tonight. This risk will shift to along the immediate coast of Georgia and the coast of Carolinas on Wednesday into Thursday. The next intermediate advisory will be 2 p.m. Eastern Time. A complete advisory will be 5 p.m. Eastern Time this day. Any station need a fill, over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane Watch Net. Are there any stations in the affected area, specifically in the Bahamas area, with priority or traffic, over? Any relays on stations? Your call sign only, over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for Hurricane Watch Net, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Dorian for stations with traffic or observations, over. Station calling, say again, over. Was there a whiskey station? Try it again, over. Okay, Whiskey 6, you are right in the noise level. Do I have a relay, over?
Okay, Whiskey 6 is Alpha Juliet Whiskey, confirm Vero Beach, Florida, and the county has lifted open the bridges and crossway, and shelters will stay open. Do you have a termination when shelters will be closed? Okay, confirm. Okay, copy Vero Beach, Florida for the EOC of Whiskey 4 Oscar Tango. Bridges and crossways to the Berry Islands are reopened, and the shelters will stay open till Wednesday morning. Confirm Wednesday morning. till tomorrow morning, unlike the change. Thank you. Whiskey 6 Golf Juliet Whiskey. Could you say your name for the launch? Roger, Greg. Thank you for the information. We'll pass it on to the net control. And please, if you can stay on the frequency, or as soon as you have any traffic, you can just give a shout and we'll pick you up and handle the traffic. Roger, thank you, Greg. Thank you. Nav control, this is Papa 43 Lima. Did you copy?
Papa 43 Lima, copy most of it with your repeat, over.
Thank you. We'll be standing by listening for any other stations. Nav respect to you, Nav control, this is Papa 43 Lima. Out.
Roger, sir, Papa 43 Lima. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane Watch Net. Any additional stations in the affected area of Hurricane Dorian with weather observations or traffic, over? This is the Hurricane Watch Net looking at the affected area of Hurricane Dorian with stations of traffic or weather observations, over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane Watch Net, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Dorian for stations of traffic or weather observations, over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here. All stations on that Hurricane Dorian Advisory number 41, National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center. Timestamp 11 a.m. time. Finally moving northwestward and growing in size. Dangerous winds and light threatening storm surge continues at 11 a.m. Location 27.1 north, 78.6 west. We're about 45 miles north of Freeport, Grand Bahamas, or 105 miles east of Freeport, Florida. Maximum wind of 110 miles an hour. Present movement is northwest or 320 degrees at 2 miles per hour. Maximum central pressure is 955 millibars or 28.20 inches. Out.
Whiskey 8 November relay for net control for the WatchNet. We're trying to contact stations in the Bahamas and the eastern coast of the U.S. Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. We need weather data for the coast and any stations in the Bahamas we want to call. Please call Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Over. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, relay for net control for the Hurricane WatchNet. We are trying to contact stations in the affected area, especially the Bahamas, and we need weather data for the east coast of the U.S. Please copy Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango and get your call sign and location. Over. Station calling Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango for the Hurricane WatchNet. Please come again. Come again. Over. Any relays? Nothing heard. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, relay for the Hurricane WatchNet. We're trying to contact stations in the affected area for Hurricane Dorian, especially the Bahamas, the U.S. East Coast, and we need weather data. Over. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, relay for net control for the Hurricane WatchNet. Please call Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango with your Call, find, and location. Over. Any relays? Whiskey 8, November, Echo Tango, out.
This is Kilo Bravo 3. Bravo here, Hurricane Watch number. The secondary of Hurricane Dorian for station with traffic or weather observations. Over. Papa 43 Lima, this is Kilo Bravo 3. Mike Bravo here, over.
Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sugar, Papa 43 Lima. Sorry, lights on the hurricane.
Roger, roger. Go ahead, over.
Roger. This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima for the hurricane watch net. Are there any stations in the affected area of Hurricane Dorian? Any stations in the affected area of Hurricane Dorian with emergency or priority traffic? Please proceed now. Estación Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima para la rueda de huracanes. Hay estaciones en la área afectada del huracán Dorian con tráfico de emergencia o con tráfico de prioridad. Por favor, procedan ahora. Relay. This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima with the hurricane watch net. Within the affected area of Hurricane Dorian, which measure our estimated meteorological data, weather data. Please proceed now. Any relays? This is Estación Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima para la rueda de huracanes. Hay algunas estaciones con información meteorológica, Hay que sea medida por instrumento o estimado. Por favor, prosiga. Any relay? This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima with the hurricane watch net. Are there any stations in the Bahamas? Any stations in the Bahamas? Wanted to check in right now. Are any stations in the Bahamas running QRP or by any means of powering up the radio? Please proceed now. This is Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima for the Hurricane WatchNet. Are there any stations in the Bahamas, willing to check in for the Hurricane WatchNet? Please proceed now. Relays. Esta es la estación Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima, para la red de huracanes. Hay algunas estaciones que pueden transmitir por medio de power de emergencia, que están en las Bahamas o en la cercanía de Bahamas. Por favor, prosigan ahora. Any relays? Any maritime mobiles in the vicinity of the Bahamas or the vicinity of Hurricane Dorian, please proceed now. Any relays? Net control, this is Papa 43 Lima, nothing heard. Sounds like everyone is still hiding away from the rain.
This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here. Roger, Roger, you've got a definite good signal up this way, so hopefully they're still hunkered down. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Papa 43 Lima out.
Roger, clear with Papa 43 Lima. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane WatchNet. Once again, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Dorian, specifically in the Bahama location for stations with traffic or observations. Over.
Any relays, over?
This is the Hurricane WatchNet. Are there stations operating under emergency or portable conditions such as EOCs or shelters with traffic for the net? Over. Are there any low power, portable or mobile stations in the affected area? Over. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for Hurricane WatchNet, all stations on that. Give the National Hurricane Center, National Weather Service at 11 a.m. this morning. Dorian finally moving northwestward and growing in size. Dangerous winds and life-threatening storm surge continue on the Grand Bahama Island. The summary at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, position 27.1 north, 78.6 west, or about 45 miles north of Freeport, Grand Bahama Island, or 105 miles east of Fort Pierce, Florida. Maximum sustained winds are 110 miles per hour. Present movement is northwest or 320 degrees at 2 miles per hour. Now central pressure is 955 millibars or 28.20 inches. Out. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for Hurricane WatchNet, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Dorian, specifically in the area of the Bahama Islands. Any station wishing to check in? Over. Any relays, over.
November Echo Tango, relay for net control for the Hurricane WatchNet. We are trying to call stations in the affected Dorian area, especially the Bahamas and the east coast of the U.S. With weather data, especially weather data in the southern coast of the U.S. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, please call now. Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, relay for net control for the Hurricane WatchNet. We are trying to contact stations in the affected area for the hurricane, especially the Bahamas and the southern coast of the U.S. Please call with your call sign and location. Over. Who can hear something? Anything? Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango, relay for net control for the Hurricane WatchNet. We are trying to contact the stations in the affected area for the Bahamas and the southern coast of the U.S. If you have weather data to relay, please call Whiskey 8 November Echo Tango. Over. Whiskey 8, November Echo Tango. Out.
This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane Watch Net, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Durham for stations with weather observations or traffic, over. Are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic for the net, over? Are there stations operating under emergency or portable conditions such as EOCs or shelters with traffic for the net, over? Are there any low-power, portable, or mobile stations in the affected area, over? This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here, looking into the affected area of Hurricane Durham for the National Hurricane Watch Center. Any stations with traffic or priority with information, over? This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for Hurricane Watch Net. I will give the brief update on the location. Hurricane Dorian Advisory number 41, National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center, 11 a.m. Eastern time for those stations. Something has a 7.1 north, 7.8.6 west, or about 45 miles north of Freeport Grand, Bahama Island, or about 105 miles east of Fort Pierce, Florida. Maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour. Present movement is northwest or 320 degrees at 2 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure is 955 millibars or 28.20 inches. Out. Whiskey 6 Golf Juliet Whiskey. Go ahead, sir. Over. Roger, roger. That's in Vero Beach, and the shelters are still scheduled to stay open until tomorrow, and they've opened up the bridges to the island. Is that still a Roger? Over. Okay, Roger. Is this still Greg? Over. Roger, Greg. We'll have. Thank you for checking in, and don't hesitate to keep giving us updates. Over.
Oh, yeah. 76
Roger, clear with Whiskey 6 Golf Juliet Whiskey. Giving an update. Kilo Alpha 3, Quebec Foxtrot Alpha. Good afternoon, sir. Over.
Kilo Alpha 3, Quebec Foxtrot Delta D.
Roger, Delta made the correction. How can we help you, sir? Over.
I just strolling around the band come through. I heard you talking to someone from Vero Beach, but I couldn't hear them, and that's where I'm at, so understandable. Alpha Yankee in Vero Beach.
Roger, Ray. We had the EOC for the county there giving us an up-to-date report on the shelter operations and the bridge closing or opening. Over.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't able to hear him, but okay, I appreciate it. I won't clog the frequency.
Okay, no problem. If you are able to advise of any confirmed information or weather observations, give us a shout there. Over.
Okay, 7-3.
Roger. Clear. Kilo Alpha 3, Quebec Foxtrot Delta. All stations this frequency. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sierra for Hurricane Watch Net. This is a directed net. This net operates to provide advisories in the affected area of Hurricane Durham and to collect data to be forwarded to the National Hurricane Center. As a secondary function, this net provides backup communications for official agencies such as Emergency Operations Center, non-governmental agencies, the Red Cross, storm shelters, and other vital interests involved in the protection of life and property before, during, and after a hurricane event. When asked to provide health and welfare traffic on behalf of the interested parties, we must respectfully refer to other known frequencies where such traffic might be conducted. Out. Are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic for the net? Over. Are there stations operating under emergency or portable conditions, such as EOCs or shelters with traffic for the net? Over. Are there any low-power, portable, or mobile stations in the affected area? Over. Are there any net members on frequency wishing to check in at this time? Over. Kilo Charlie 0 Yankee Hotel Mike, long time, huh? Yeah, you came booming in, then went right into the noise. Over. Roger, roger. Clear with Kilo Charlie 0, Yankee Hotel Mike. Additional. Yep, enter wishing to check in. It's all fine. Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Hotel. This is Kilo Bravo 3. Mike Bravo Sierra. Roger. Anything for the net, over? Okay, very good. You know the drill. We'll hope to hear you on the air, over. Here was Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Hotel. Papa 43 Lima, this is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo Sierra, over.
Mike Bravo Sugar, go ahead, Papa 43 Lima.
Roger, would you have time to put out some calls before I go into the advisory, over?
Absolutely, will do. This is Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima for the Dorian Orchard. I think any station with emergency or priority traffic in the affected area of Hurricane Dorian, please proceed now. Any relays? Estación Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima, para la rueda de huracán. ¿Hay alguna estación? No hay estaciones en la área afectada por el huracán Dorian o en las Bahamas que tiene emergencia o que tiene tráfico para la rueda de huracanes. Por favor, prosiga ahora. Esta es la Papa 43 Lima para la rueda de huracanes. Any relay? This is Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima. Are there any stations? Any stations within the affected area of the Hurricane Dorian with measured or estimated weather or meteorological data? Please proceed now for Papa 43 Lima with the Hurricane Orchard. Relays. Esta es la estación Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima con la rueda de huracán. Hay estaciones con información meteorológica, con información del tiempo. Sea que es medida o es estimada. Por favor, prosiga ahora. Esta es la Papa 43 Lima para la rueda de huracán. Any relay? This is Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima for the Hurricane Orchard. For the Hurricane Orchard. Within the affected area of Hurricane Dorian or in the Bahamas, please, we're waiting to check in. Please proceed now. Any relays? Esta es la estación Papa 43 Lima, Papa 43 Lima. Hay estaciones en las Bahamas o en la área afectada del huracán Dorian que desee comunicar con la rueda de huracán. Por favor, prosiga ahora. release. Okay, one more time. This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima for the hurricane watchman. Any stations in the Bahamas. Wishing to check in. This is Papa 43 Lima. Please proceed now. Very light copy of the station. Any relay. This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima with the hurricane watchman. Are there any stations in the Bahamas wishing to check in? Hurricane watchman with the hurricane watchman. Please proceed now. Very low station, very light station. Let's see. This is Papa 43 Lima. Papa 43 Lima for the hurricane watchman. Any stations in the Bahamas. This is Papa 43 Lima with hurricane watchman. Proceed now. This is Papa 43 Lima, nothing heard. Have a few light stations, but I think they are the long path. I'm just listening to the long path too. So from the other side of the world. Nothing station. This is Papa 43 Lima out.
Papa 43 Lima, as usual, great job. Thank you very much.
This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for Hurricane WatchNet. Are there any stations with emergency or priority traffic? Over.
For all stations on that, I will be reading the entire hurricane advisory number 41 with lots of pauses in between. Hurricane Dorian advisory number 41, National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center, timestamp 11 a.m. today's date. Dorian finally moving northwest and growing in size. Dangerous winds and life-threatening storm surge continue on Grand Bahama Island. Summary as of 11 a.m. Location 27.1 north, 78.6 west, or about 45 miles north of Freeport, Grand Bahamas, or 105 miles east of Port Pierce, Florida. Maximum sustained winds of 110 miles per hour. Present movement is northwest or 320 degrees at 2 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 955 millibars or 28.20 inches. More to follow. Watches and warnings changes with this advisory. A storm surge warning has been extended northward to South Santee River, South Carolina. The storm surge watch has been extended northward to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. A hurricane warning has been issued for the coast of South Carolina from north of Modesto Beach to the South Santee River. A hurricane watch has been issued from north of South Santee River to Duck, North Carolina, including the Pimlico and Albemarle Sound. Tropical storm warning has been extended north of East South Carolina. The storm surge warning has been discontinued for South Jupiter Inlet, Florida. The storm surge watch has been discontinued for south of Latana, Florida. The hurricane watch for Deerfield Beach to Jupiter Inlet has been discontinued. The tropical storm watch for Golden Beach to Deerfield Beach has been discontinued. More to follow. Wait. Summary of watches this morning in effect. Storm surge warning is in effect for Jupiter Inlet, Florida to South Santee River, South Carolina. A storm surge watch is in effect for north of South Santee River, South Carolina to Cape Lookout, North Carolina. A hurricane warning is in effect for the Grand Bahamas and the Abacus Islands in the northwestern Bahamas. Jupiter Inlet, Florida to Ponte Verde Beach, Florida. North of Modesto Beach, South Carolina to South Santee River, South Carolina. A hurricane watch is in effect for north of Ponte Verde Beach, Florida to Modesto Beach, South Carolina. For north of South Santee River, South Carolina to Duck, North Carolina. Albemarle to Pimlico Sound. Tropical storm warning in effect for north of Deerfield Beach, Florida to Jupiter Inlet, Florida, and north of Ponte Verde Beach to Modesto Beach, South Carolina. More to follow. A tropical storm watch is in effect for Lake Okeechobee. Storm surge warning is in danger of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline during the next 36 hours in indicated locations. For a depiction of the area at risk, please see the National Weather Service Storm Surge Warning graphic available at hurricane.com. This is a life-threatening situation. Local positions with all necessary actions to protect life and property from rising water and the potential of other dangerous conditions. Promptly follow evacuations and other instructions from local officials. More to follow. Wait. Continuing. Promptly follow evacuation and other instructions from local officials. A storm surge watch means that it is possible for life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated location during the next 48 hours. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere in the warning area. Preparation to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds, conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected within the warning area within 36 hours. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, interest elsewhere along the southeast and mid-Atlantic coast of the United States should continue to monitor the progress of Dorian, as additional watches and warnings may be required today. The storm information specific to your area in the United States, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service office. For storm information specific to your area outside the United States, please monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. More to follow. Wait. The discussion and outlook as of 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The eye of Hurricane Dorian is located near latitude 27.1 north, longitude 78.6 west. Dorian is moving toward the northwest near 2 miles per hour, and a slightly faster motion toward the northwest or north-northwest is expected later today and tonight. A turn toward the north is forecast by Wednesday evening, followed by a turn towards the north-northeast Thursday morning. On this track, the core of the extremely dangerous Hurricane Dorian currently moves north of the Grand Bahama Islands through this evening. The hurricane will then move dangerously close to the Florida east coast late today through Wednesday evening, very close to the Georgia and South Carolina coast Wednesday night and Thursday, and near or over the North Carolina coast late Thursday and Thursday night. More to follow. Wait. Data from reconnaissance aircraft indicates that a maximum sustained winds of near 110 miles per hour with higher gusts. Dorian is expected to remain a powerful hurricane during the next couple of days. Data from the aircraft and buoys indicate that the hurricane is growing in size. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 60 miles and tropical from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend up to 175 miles. The latest minimum central pressure based on the data from the Air Force Reserve and the NOAA reconnaissance aircraft is 955 millibars, or 28.20 inches. More to follow. Wait. Hazards affecting land. Tropical storm and hurricane conditions will continue on Grand Bahama Islands through tonight. Hurricane conditions are expected within the hurricane warning area in Florida by this evening. Hurricane conditions are possible in hurricane watch areas as early as Wednesday and could spread northward within the watch through Thursday. In South Florida, tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area through today. Along the coast of the northeast Florida and Georgia, tropical storm conditions are expected within the tropical storm warning area on Wednesday. Storm surge. A life-threatening storm surge will rise water levels as much as 10 to 15 feet above tide levels in areas of onshore winds on Grand Bahama Island. Near the coast, the surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Water levels could very slowly subside in Bahama Island today. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, the combination of dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground somewhere in the indicated area if the peak surge occurs at time of high tide. Flagler approaches Volusia County line, Florida, to Cape Lookout, North Carolina, 4 to 7 feet. Jupiter Inlet, Florida, to Flagler approaches Volusia County line, Florida, 3 to 5 feet. Water levels could begin to rise well in advance of the arrival of the strong wind. The surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Surge-related flooding depends on how close the center of Dorian comes to the coast and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, northwest Bahamas, additional 2 to 4 inches, isolated totals of over 30 inches. Coastal Carolinas, 5 to 10 inches, isolated 15 inches. Atlantic coast from Florida Peninsula north to West Palm Beach through Georgia, 3 to 6 inches, isolated 9 inches. Southeast Virginia, 2 to 4 inches, isolated 6 inches. This rainfall may cause life-threatening floods, flash floods. More to follow. Wait. Continuing, surf. Large swells are affecting the northwestern Bahamas and the Florida East Coast and the coast of Georgia. These swells are expected to spread northward along much of the remainder of the southeast United States coast during the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause life-threatening surf and riptide conditions. Please consult your products to your local weather office. Tornadoes. A tornado or two are possible near the immediate east coast of Florida through tonight. This risk will shift along the immediate coast of Georgia and the coast of Carolinas on Wednesday into Thursday. A complete advisory will be 5 p.m. Eastern Time. In case you need a fill-up. This is Kilo Bravo 3, Mike Bravo here for the Hurricane Watch Net, and looking for stations in the affected area of Hurricane Dorian, specifically in the Bahama area, for stations with emergency traffic. Over. Are there any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Over. Are there any stations operating under emergency or portable conditions such as EOCs or shelters with traffic for the net? Over. Was there a station trying to check in? Say again. Over. I say again, are there stations operating under emergency or portable conditions such as EOCs or shelters with traffic for the net? Over. Are there any low-powered, portable, or mobile stations in the affected area wishing to check in? Over. Are there any relays? Over.